The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi friends, a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome in to a Saturday night edition of the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, coming up from Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. The New York University Violets looking to battle back for a split against the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division I team, who now has run their winning streak over the Violets to 7, dating back to 2021. Hi to you all, James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena, and Delaware off a tour de force win over the Violets, looking to keep it going on home ice here this evening. They defeated the Violets 7-1 yesterday. That's their 7th win over NYU, dating back to 2021 in as many games. And here's how they got there: 2 goals from Tanner Mahoney, 2 from Pat Meckel. Mahoney, the freshman from Western Pennsylvania, making an immediate impact on this Blue Hens team. He had a nose for rebounds yesterday. Both of his goals coming within 40 seconds of each other took place off rebounds of shots from another rookie making a big impact in Justin Guelph. First period of a scoreless hockey game. Minimal damage done on that shorthanded situation. Here's a 2-on-1. Rodriguez, Guelph, one-timer! And there was the first, put back by Mahoney after the Guelph initial shot. Here again, centering pass to Guelph. Mahoney tracks down the loose puck in front, and that put the Hens up 2-0. Not to be outdone, Pat Meckel with a pair of goals as well, his first 2 of the season for the Blue Hens. Both coming in the second frame. Here off the centering pass from Will Gould, Meckel went 5-0 on Chris Cataldo to give the Hens a little bit of second period breathing room, putting them up 5-1 through 40 minutes, and then goals from Chance DeBolt and Luke Doshin capped a 7-1 victory for Delaware, which put them back to the 500 mark. They are 6-1 on the season. Looking at the Limestone Pension Associates lineup cards for tonight, Delaware 7-0-0 over NYU since 2021. We'll see Pat Meckel, Luke Doshin, and Tommy Tracy handling starting forward duties. They accounted for 3 of Delaware's 7 goals yesterday. Will Gould and Jay Luce will handle starting defensive duties. And between the pipes tonight, it is Tyler Rozelle. He was victorious in his only appearance between the pipes for Delaware to this point. He's got a .450 goals against average and a save percentage of .878. On the other side of the red line, Dustin Good's New York Violets, 5-4-2 coming into this weekend. They split at URI. They were 2-0-2 versus Drexel, but then swept at Pitt as far as ESCHL competition goes. We'll see Ryan Fugue between the pipes this evening. He's 1-0-1 on the year with a .501 goals against average and a save percentage of .864. One change in the lineup, Frank Suvaris coming in. In 10 games played, 4 goals, 5 assists. Yesterday, the lone goal scorer for the Violets, Adam Svoboda, now has 6 on the year. They'll start alongside James Orn on the top line. It'll be Jackson Olison and Alex Svoboda starting on defense, as they did last night for New York University. We'll take a timeout now from Fred Rust Arena. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. When we come back, we'll head inside the glass for opening introductions as the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division I team looks to complete a weekend sweep and a season series sweep as well over NYU. We'll be back in a few minutes on the DHN.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. The Delaware Blue Hens, 6-1 on the year, looking to cross that 500 threshold and complete a weekend sweep of the NYU Violets. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast studio here atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena. And without further ado, let's take you inside the glass for tonight's Limestone Pension Associates opening introductions. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League present a men's Division I matchup between the visiting New York University Violets and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the New York University Violets, coached by Dustin Good. Starting in goal, number 31, Ryan Fugue. On defense, number 4, Jackson Olison. And number 24, Alex Svoboda. At left wing, number 17, James Ord. At right wing, number 8, Frank Siovaris. And at center, number 19, Adam Svoboda. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. For the final time in the calendar year 2023, let's meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a freshman from Wake Forest, North Carolina, number 30, Tyler Roselle. At left wing, a senior from Finksburg, Maryland, number 11, Patrick Meckel. At right wing, a junior from Parker, Colorado, number 15, Luke Doshin. At center, a freshman from Mount Airy, Maryland, number 28, Tommy Tracy. And on defense, a senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 9, Will Gould. And a graduate student from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 24, Jay Luce. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Bange, and Eric Sterren. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Rich Jondo and John Poling, and linesmen Tony Pepe Armetta and Jack Fetcher. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free the home of the brave. And we're ready to roll for a Saturday night tilt between the New York University Violets and the University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's play some hockey. Delaware and their home whites traveling left to right, making their final preparations. They'll be backstopped tonight by Tyler Roselle, making just his second appearance in a Blue Hens sweater. The NYU Violets traveling right to left in their away blacks will be backstopped, as we talked about during the Limestone Pension Associates pregame, by Ryan Fugue. The management, Tony Armetta, with the opening face-off. He says, let's go, boys. Svoboda and Tracy to take the opening draw this evening. Delaware looking to get on the better side of 500. NYU looking to stay cleanly above it. Off we go on the Saturday first. Fugue misplayed the puck behind his own goal. Tracy recovered for Delaware. Around it goes to Luce at the left point. Shot was wide. Tracking down the rebound was Jackson Olison deep in his own zone. Shoveled ahead to James Orn. Will Gould tried to kick it back into play at the right point. Ultimately was drawn back into neutral territory to recover the puck. It's volleyed back by Jackson Olison the other way. And this will be an icing against NYU. Just 31 seconds into opening period play. Faceoff's going to come to the left of Ryan Fugue as the big guns come in for the Blue Hens. Justin Guelph flanked by Ryan Rodriguez and Tanner Mahoney on that draw. Across from Adam Svoboda, who was forced to stay on, at least through the face-off as a result of the icing. This is going to be another icing against NYU, just 53 seconds into the contest. Draw comes at the opposite circle this time. Tanner Mahoney was in for the face-off, but out come the Violets, led up ice by Ciuvaras. Ciuvaras and Brian Cook working together. Outnumbered upon gaining the Delaware blue line. Puck is tied up behind the net, extracted by Mahoney. Ivan Sidoriak on the second defensive pair with Riley Donor. Pair of solid 200-foot players. Work play up as far as the NYU blue line. Mahoney under duress just inside the blue line, shoveled the puck deeper into NYU territory. That enables a change for the Blue Hens. Here a shot from Brian Cook, product of Endwell, New York, just outside Binghamton, was steered wide by Keller. Straubinger opposite side, could not clear the zone. Holding the point was Bezekas. He throws the puck in off the end boards. Keller clears. Puck was batted down by Bezekas, but that enabled Early to get to it in time. DeBolt, I think, got away with an offside there. It was waved clean by Jack Fetcher. I think DeBolt didn't have skate contact, but ultimately to no avail. And no matter as New York clears. Keller to Straubinger. Straubinger holds behind his own goal to try to draw the forechecking Thomas Huang out of position. This is floated by Keller up the near boards as far as the New York line. Jackson Olison turns play back the other direction. Straubinger wins the race to the puck over Huang in the near corner. Diaz fires a cross-ice breakout pass to Trevor Early, who's 1-on-3 upon gaining the New York line. He dumps the puck into the far corner. He hustles off for a changing of the guard. Justin Smith turns on the forechecking pressure deep in New York territory. Puck rolls toward the goal line near side. Smith can't control it. Infanger regains for the Blue Hens. Cycled now to Smith. Smith through traffic, tried to line up a shot in the high slot. It was blocked as soon as he got rid of it. He chases down his own rebound. Beeben scraps for it higher in the zone, but it's pushed back into neutral ice by Joe Solove for the Violets. Gould back to his own blue line, the other number 9. Volleys the puck back across neutral ice. Olesen turns it back to center, where up the near side comes John Martin, flipping the puck toward the path of Ciuvaras. Ciuvaras checked by Gould off the puck, gets some support from Solove in the near corner of the Delaware zone. We are just beyond the 3-minute mark of the opening period of a 0-0 hockey game. Michal Biben, the Czech, steals the puck just inside his own blue line. Headman pass doesn't make it to Smith. Puck sails wide of the far post. Biben chases his own rebound. Stitch ties him up. Solove behind the cage gains control of the vulcanized rubber. Stitch, cross-ice pass in the neutral zone, finds Theo Hembre, and Ivan Sidoriak check, slows him up right at the Delaware blue line, and the Hens recover. Tracy gains red. Meckel chases down the puck, tries to set up Tracy on the doorstep from the near corner to no avail. This comes back to center, where Riley Donor skates a tight circle to try to get some space from Adam Svoboda, but Svoboda stays right on and keeps the pressure high. Delaware guilty of an icing with 16:04 to go in opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. First icing of the game against Delaware. Face-off will be to the left of Tyler Roselle. Adam Svoboda across from Tommy Tracy. The two centers we saw 3 minutes and 56 seconds ago. Scrap for the puck in low after it was launched in from the point by Gangwani. Goes the way of Sidoriak, clogging up the low slot. Meckel presses on up the middle, but is slowed up right at the NYU blue line, and he gave the puck away. Sidoriak converging with Adam Svoboda in the near corner. Holding for NYU is Olesen just inside the line. He flips the puck into the rafters and out of play. This will come back into the neutral zone. Or will it? No, the draw stays in the Delaware end. That was ruled a shot attempt by the on-ice officials. So as a result, any shot attempt in the NCAA rulebook, the ensuing face-off stays inside the zone. Straubinger clears. Stitch flips the puck off the backboards from over the line. Eric Mark, under pressure from Cook, plays it up the near wall to Guelph. Mahoney tips it beyond the reach of Hembre to gain attacking position. Drop pass to Mark. At the right point, shot was blocked high in the slot, and this is turned back into neutral ice by Thomas Huang up the far side. Mahoney recovers. Here's a 3-on-3 entry for the Hens. Centering pass. Rodriguez lunging to get to the puck in the low slot. Lost his footing. Couldn't reel it in. Mark across the line. Gould kicks the puck into the far corner where Rodriguez couldn't play it cleanly. He's tied up by Stitch, but he got some help from Guelph. Back high it goes to Will Gould. Lots of space in the far corner. Gould ricochets the puck off the corner boards. Rodriguez can't bring it down. Hembre flips it up ice. And this, no, icing's waved off by Will Gould right at the last second. It was Armetta who waved off the icing. Gould forced to play the puck on. Does work the Blue Hens up ice as we come to the 6-minute mark of opening period action. No score between NYU and Delaware from Fred Rust Arena in their second and final meeting this season. No trip to Manhattan for the Blue Hens this year. As with the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League now standing at 8 teams, we don't see the annual double home and home across the conference that we had seen in seasons past. That's the case with Stony Brook, that's the case with Drexel, that's the case with Rhode Island for this Delaware team. But everybody else is one series here or one series there. Delaware traveling to both Syracuse and Niagara this season, hosting Pitt and NYU in those one weekend and done situations. Face-off comes to the left of Roselle. I think we've only seen one shot on goal all game. Everything else has been blocked or wide. Puck is tied up in the near corner of the NYU zone after the Hens work back up ice. Sidoriak tried to set up Infanger on the doorstep, but Fugue slams the door. And it comes again. Smith fans on the puck. He's bodied down net front by Stitch after he got the shot away. Race for a loose puck back in the Delaware zone. Riley Donor angled past Gardeff to get there in time. Sidoriak clears. Smith lumbers forward. Stitch with the puck back in his own zone. Throws it off the near wall. Brought down by Sidoriak, still in neutral ice. Headman to Pat Meckel. Mini one-on-one. Meckel's stick lifted by Gangwani in the near corner. Sweeping in was Stitch to recover. He cannot clear the zone. Meckel protects. Headman Tracy, shot wide on the doorstep. Best A-grade chance of the game for Delaware to this point, coming with just under 8 minutes gone in the first period, but the shot was wide. Meckel dropped pass to Keller after a stick lift by Hembre broke up his momentum. High stick on the puck, says Rich Jondo, and we've got a stoppage with 12:05 to go in the opening period. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-5664, or pay them a visit online at injuryde.com. Huang up the right wing boards. Hits Solove on a cross-ice outlet pass. Lazy shot from 45 feet. Right into the glove of Roselle, and we've got some extracurriculars right in front of the goal afterwards. We're going to take a look on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay back at that prime Delaware scoring chance. Headman feed to Tracy, tried to pick the top corner, but ultimately was to no avail. His shot was wide. So Guelph and Svoboda take the near circle draw to the right of Tyler Roselle after his second save on as many shots faced to this point. 8.5 minutes in the books. No score between NYU and Delaware after the Blue Hens delivered a tour de force 7-1 statement win over the Violets yesterday. Adam Svoboda. Up the middle he comes. Angled by Rodriguez to the far wall after he gained the zone. Svoboda circles behind the cage, hacked at by Luce. Luce blocks the shot, and here he comes up the middle, out of Delaware territory. He flipped the puck to the left side, but Luce's momentum carried him into the NYU zone before the puck entered, and this will come back offside with 10:56 to go in the opening period of action from Fred Rust Arena. Mahoney and Svoboda take the draw just above the NYU stripe. This goes the way of the Violets. And Kunal Gangwani retreats behind his own goal. He tried to hit a stretch pass to Suvaris. Donor fanned on the puck at the blue line. That was enough to negate the icing potential. Guelph, Sidoriak, shot, save by Fugue. Hens driving back into attacking territory. With 10.5 minutes to go in opening period play, and yet no score. Top combination staying on for the Blue Hens. Tanner Mahoney with 2 goals yesterday. Both off rebounds from Justin Guelph shots. On with Guelph and Rodriguez again. This shot off the stick of Brian Cook goes over the glass and out of play. On comes Chance to Bolt. And his line of Trevor Early and Cody Diaz marching back up ice was Donor up the left wall. Stitch recovers. Headman pass to Gardeff interrupted by a heavy shoulder check by Early right in front of the Delaware bench. Early gets stood up at center by Bezekis trying to work back up ice for the Hens. This comes back to Hembre in his own zone. Puck is batted down by the glove of Stitch after Mark directed it up into the air in neutral ice. Sidoriak, cross ice feed to Early. He's pinched to the wall at the blue line by Huang. Here's Cook off a cross ice feed the other direction. He throws the puck across to Solove, crashing the slot, but his shot was turned aside by Roselle. Here's Diaz back the other direction. Diaz beyond center, flips the puck over the reaching glove of Theo Hembre. Mark pursues. Olesen with time and space and 9:20 to go in the first period. It's a breakout pass to Huang, who carries the puck in up the left wing boards, but a stick check from Justin Smith ties him up just inside the Delaware blue line. Beeben waits for Infanger to tag up before re-entering NYU territory. His long shot was blockered down and away by Fugue. Rolling puck in front. Smith tried to pickpocket it off the stick of John Martin to no avail. Here comes Martin into a 2-on-3. He lets a long shot go. This is caught and held by Roselle for a pause with 8:46. Make it 8:50 to go in opening period action from Fred Rust Arena. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Coming to the 11.5-minute mark, that shot from Svoboda trickled through the top of the crease. Rebound is pushed back into neutral territory. Svoboda again. Orn held the line. He chases the puck to the far corner after it was flipped up ice. Infanger recovers for the Hens. This is lofted into neutral territory by Beeben. Svoboda, Alex Svoboda that is, recovers. He tries to set up Ciuvaras on a centering pass through the low slot, but it goes well beyond his reach, and Meckel drives back the other way. He chipped the puck up the left wing wall, beyond the reach of Stitch. It rolls in behind the cage. Joshua Stitch, the Atlantan, coming back the other direction, slowed up by Gould just beyond the red line. Gould launches the puck in from distance. Fugue covers. We've got a stoppage. 7:42 to go in opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. A scoreless as yet hockey game between the Delaware Blue Hens and the NYU Violets. Second appearance this year for Tyler Roselle in net. He stopped all 4 shots he's faced to this point. Tracy easily wins the near side face-off. Luce's shot was directed wide by Fugue. Luce trying to protect the point. Steps up, usually more the stay-at-home type on defense. Luce coming up to the half wall to drive the puck in deeper. Now he's on the back check as Stitch approaches up the near dots. Stitch just above the blue line. Rolls the puck in behind the goal. It is recovered by Gould, but he's double-teamed and stripped of the puck. Stitch again. Tracy marking him. Turns play the other direction. Race for the vulcanized rubber goes the way of Smith, but he's bodied off the biscuit by Cook in the near corner boards. Tracy again for Delaware, recovering, solid 200-foot center in his own right. Doshin turns the puck beyond the reach of Hembre, chips it off the near glass ahead toward Tracy, but it's recovered by Brian Cook just inside the NYU line, and we've got play whistle dead with 6:45 to go in the opening period. And a man down, it looks like linesperson Jack Fetcher. Bit one pretty bad just above the stripe. Jack getting back up on his feet. Almost. He's back up. He'll get checked out, and we're going to go. It appears 2-1 for a while as far as the officials are concerned. Pepe's going to have his work cut out for him here, covering both lines, but he's done this a few hundred times. I think we'll be all right. 6.5 to go in the opening period. No score between Delaware and New York. Gangwani behind his own goal after Sidoriak flipped the puck end to end. Recovers. This is tipped into the New York bench area. And we've got a pause. This rolled off a Delaware stick, so it's going to stay above the NYU line. Mahoney and Svoboda meet again. Tanner Mahoney wins the draw. It's worked around the horn by Donor to Sidoriak. Shoveled in through traffic over the NYU blue line. It caroms to the far corner. Gangwani couldn't maintain. Donor protects the point. Guelph hassled in the far corner by Olesen. Gets some help from Mahoney. Guelph tried to cut through the slot. Puck was sticked away from him by Suvaris. Guelph again recovers. To the left point and Donor. This is thrown past the top of the crease. It ricochets off the backboards. Guelph leaves this to Sidoriak. His shot near side went wide of the far post. Donor again plays the carom shot behind the puck, behind the goal. Rolling puck corralled by Guelph. Left high, Sidoriak. Cross ice feed, Guelph at the near dot. Was marked by Kunal. Gangwani couldn't get a clean shot away. We're inside the final 6 minutes of opening period action. No score is yet between the Violets and the Blue Hens. Olesen clears. And play is halted in the neutral zone with 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the opening period. Is our first penalty of the evening is upon us. Slash against Adam Svoboda. So the Blue Hens are on their first Carl Dubé power play of the evening. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington when looking for the perfect something special for your someone special in Delaware for diamonds. It's Dubé. New York penalty. Assessed to number 19, Adam Svoboda. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 28 seconds in the first period. Svoboda, 2 for slashing at 14:28. This is cleared by the Violets. 40 seconds gone on the Svoboda penalty. Sidoriak, Gould, Tracy, Doshin, and DeBolt are the 5 on this Carl Dubé power play. Tracy to Doshin over the center logo. Sidoriak's got space up the middle to gain the zone. He is bodied down in front of the NYU bench by Stitch. Gaining the puck was Gardeff, and he rifles it clear. Gould leaves the puck for Donor behind the Delaware goal. Changing of the guard and a whistle up ahead. As we'll see what is going down. We've got a discussion in front of the NYU bench. Between Rich Jondo and NYU coach Dustin Good. Looks to be a bench minor. Of some variety or another, so 50 seconds of a 2-skater advantage for Delaware. And the Blue Hens strike on the Carl Dubé power play. Ryan Rodriguez leads the queue. We'll see it again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. It was indeed Ryan Rodriguez. To put the Hens up 1-0. On the Carl Dubé power play. New York penalty was assessed to was actually a bench minor, too many players on the ice. Assessed to the bench, served by number 28, Gaspard Choquet. Time of that penalty, 15 minutes 38 seconds in the first period. Bench minor, too many players, served by Choquet at 15:38. Delaware goal. His 5th of the season, scored by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Time of the unassisted power play goal, 15 minutes, 44 seconds in the first period. Rodriguez's 5th, unassisted, at 15:44. Delaware penalty assessed to number 11, Patrick Meckel, 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 18 seconds in the first period. Meckel, 2 for elbowing at 16:18. Play continues 4-on-4. So a lot of ink going on the score sheet these past couple minutes, but the activity occurred in flurries yesterday too. Rodriguez will unassisted on the goal. We'll get confirmation of that during the intermission though. And Meckel, the recipient of an elbowing minor at 16:18. Gives us 42 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey here on the big ice at Fred Rust Arena. That tends to favor the Blue Hens. It's taken them a while to find their momentum here tonight, but they're starting to. Power play goal certainly helps matters. Mark flips the puck from the near half wall into the far corner. Brought back down by Diaz. He tries to find Mark at the near side. Suvaris offering ample resistance in his own zone. There's a second for Delaware. Luke Doshin connects in the slot, and it's 2-0 Blue Hens. We'll see it again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Diaz recovers the puck behind his own goal. And at the 17:24 mark of the first period, Luke Doshin gets his 6th of the year. Delaware goal! His 6th of the season, scored by number 15, Luke Doshin. Assisted by number 37, Cody Diaz. Time of the even strength goal, 17 minutes 24 seconds in the first period. Doshin sixth from Diaz, an even strength goal at 17:24. It looks like another one's going to go here shortly. We'll see what John Pauling. (18:17) mark of opening period play. So the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill will be extended for the duration of the period, or the Violets will get one back on the Blue Hens, one or the other. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24, Jay Luce. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes 17 seconds in the first period. Luce 2 for cross-checking at 18:17. Final 70 seconds of opening period play. Puck thrown in by Orn from the left corner, scrum net front, battling for the rebound. Roselle's got the last word here. Stitch with the feed to Orn, looking for his sixth goal of the season. Roselle with the stick save and the freeze to keep the Violets scoreless to this point. We've reached the final minute of play in opening period competition here at Fred Rust Arena. Delaware, thanks to goals from Ryan Rodriguez and Luke Doshin, with a 2-0 lead, and now Adam Svoboda hearing it from Justin Smith and Ivan Sidoriak after he took a couple pokes in close at Roselle after he'd frozen the puck. Can't fault Smith and Sidoriak for standing up for their netminder in the least. Final 43 seconds in the opening period. Olison's shot was wide off the backboard. Ciavaras controls it in the near corner. Around to Stitch. Ciavaras looking for a lane. Flips the puck back to Olison at the left point. To Stitch again, working the corner. Olison up high. Throws one through traffic. Roselle with the first save. Getting the rebound was James Orn. And the NYU Violets strike with the man advantage to cut the Delaware lead in half. We'll see it again here on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Orn gets his sixth of the season. Officially at the 1938 mark in the first. New York goal, sixth of the season, scored by number 17, James Orn. Assisted by number 4, Jackson Olison, and number 27, Joshua Stitch. Time of the goal, 19 minutes 38 seconds in the first period. Orn's sixth from Olison and Stitch at 19:38. It was a power play goal. A neutral zone face-off goes the way of the Blue Hens, but they can't march up ice in time to make anything happen. That will do it for the first period. The score through 20 minutes. Delaware Blue Hens 2, New York University Violets 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network following the first intermission.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant, luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network. 20 minutes in the books. And the Delaware Blue Hens have a 2-1 lead over the New York University Violets. We'll look back at those 2 goals on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. First one, a Ryan Rodriguez wraparound from a Tanner Mahoney face-off win. Followed up by Luke Doshin connecting on an even strength goal. This net front setup from Cody Diaz off a D-zone turnover behind the New York goal, giving Delaware their second. Violets put one back. It was James Orn with his 6th of the season. 22 seconds remaining in the second period, or in the first period, I should say, to cut the Delaware lead in half. And while the Violets had a little bit of a better showing in opening period play than they did in yesterday's 7-1 defeat to the Blue Hens, it's still Delaware largely in control of the terms as we get ready to go for the second period. Puck is down, second period begins. James Witherite joined here in the middle frame by Delaware goalie Jacob Snellenberg off of the maintenance day today. He was victorious for the Blue Hens in net yesterday, improving to 4-2-1 on the season. Snelly, thanks for stopping by, and always great to talk hockey with you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll put you on the correct audio channel here, so the folks tuning in at home on the Delaware Hockey Network get to hear us converse for this second period. And looking at the game so far, what were your takeaways from the first period?
I think it was a really good period. I think as a team, we just need to keep moving our feet and getting pucks on net. I think that if we just get some more pucks on net, that we'll be victorious at the end of the day.
Only 7 shots on goal in the first period, and compared to yesterday, Hens just tore into New York for the first 40 minutes. 13 shots first period, 16 shots second period. New York playing with a little bit of fire, though, today compared to yesterday after being handed that 7-1 defeat. What does Delaware need to do differently in order to get more pucks on net and generate more attacking opportunities as Rodriguez throws one over the crossbar into the back glass?
Yeah, I think we just need to trust our teammates here, move the puck around a little bit, but also take advantage of the opportunities that the NYU gives us here and just put the puck on net.
One of the strengths of yesterday's win was Delaware's ability to control the low slot on both ends of the ice, control rebounds, generate second and third chance opportunities. No fewer than 3 goals for Delaware came off rebounds yesterday. So far, that's not been the case here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we did a really good job of getting in front of the goalie's eyes yesterday, and I think that we need to start getting back to that again today. I think he's probably seeing a little too much, which I'm sure he's loving, but I know that our coaches want us to get in front of the eyes of the goalie and get hungry around the net.
Sidoriak across ice to Donor. He flips the puck off the far boards, chased down by Diaz. DeBolt couldn't get to it behind the cage. Nobody home in front of the net right now as Early pursues Cook in the far corner to try to maintain this Delaware momentum. Puck is tied up at the far half wall in the NYU zone. Holding the line is Diaz across to Sidoriak. Off his backhand shot, saved by Fugue. Looking for the rebound. Early came crashing in, but he was canceled out by Cook on the welcome mat. And this is cleared out as far as the Delaware blue line by the NYU Violets. Early tries to turn it back the other way to Sidoriak, but this is recovered by Bezekas. Bezekas bodied by Early into the near glass, dumps the puck behind the Delaware goal, where Diaz sets up. DeBolt to Sidoriak under forechecking pressure from Cook. Sidoriak turns the puck to the far side. It is recovered by Diaz, still deep in his own zone. Donor tries to roll it up the wall to DeBolt. Now they're tied up at the center of a two-a-side scrum, and Brian Cook emerges with the puck as we near the 3-minute mark of the second period. NYU looking for the equalizer, prolonging their attack in the Delaware zone after forcing a D-zone turnover. Here comes a shot from in close and Stelios Bezekas, but this goes out of play behind Roselle with just under 3 minutes gone in the second period.
Yeah, no, that was That was a good series in the offensive zone by us. I think just tightening up in the defensive zone a little bit would be good for us, and just making sure we're picking up people and head checking.
Solid breakout is always key. I don't think that's been a trouble spot for Delaware this weekend at all, and especially over the last month and a half when this team's really started to find their groove.
Yeah, we've definitely in practice been working on our breakouts a lot more, and I think it's showing in the games a lot.
Eric Mark to Tracy. Up the right wing board, stretch pass did not hit Dosham. He chases it down behind the cage. He tried to steer the puck beyond the reach of Stitch, who stayed on him tightly. Bezekas could not work the puck free. It was thrown in by Tracy, working back at the blue line now with Eric Mark. So Delaware in something of a 2-3 formation with Tracy working deep alongside Straubinger and Mark. This is thrown in up the far boards beyond Meckel's reach. It caroms to Doshin in the near corner. Doshin confronted and stripped of the puck by Svoboda. This is thrown by Gardef back through neutral ice. Straubinger to Meckel the other way. Launched in from just over the line, and the Blue Hens will change as Tracy and Doshin remain on as the forecheckers, joined by Michal Biben. Biben plastered behind the net. Taken off his feet as he and Stitch collapse together. Tracy battling for the puck. Biben takes a big hit, and this draws the ire of referee John Poling. Delaware is going to go back to the Carl Dubé power play here at the 4:14 mark of the second period. Cross-check signaled on Stitch. And the Blue Hens 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Set up for their third Carl Dubé power play. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington and Delaware for diamonds. It's Dubé. New York penalty assessed to number 27, Joshua Stitch. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 14 seconds in the second period. Stitch 2 for cross-checking at 4:14. Donor, Rodriguez, shot saved by Fugue. This is blockered down and away to the near corner. Rodriguez controlled the rebound. Mahoney trying to work through net front traffic, ultimately to no avail. Gives the puck away. Suvaris walks into a 2-on-2. That is offside.
Yeah, that was a perfect example there of just trying to trust your teammates there. We need to move the puck around a little bit more. But overall, I think that this is going to be a good power play, and it'll be interesting to see how the next unit comes out here.
Generate A-grade chances, look for the high percentage shot, and look to capitalize on mistakes made in low. That's, if you break down really any power play, those are the keys.
Yeah, you want
at least from where I see it, standing in the 40th row.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing 5-on-5, you're trying to create a lot of 2-on-1s, and now in a power play situation, you're trying to create a 3-on-1 and then obviously put it in the back of the net.
Doshin's cross-slot pass moments ago failed to materialize. Here's DeBolt working the near half wall. Tracy up high to Sidoriak. DeBolt moves down low. Long shot is caught and held by Fugue for a pause in play. Do we verbalize the open secret about the Fred Rust Arena organist, or do we leave that for another day?
Probably another day. It has to stay a secret as long as possible, for sure.
If you know, you know. Doshin up the middle. Tracy Cross-slot feed to Bolt on the doorstep. No, couldn't get the shot away. His momentum carried him below the goal line. Sidoriak throws one in. It bounces off Tracy's stick to the far corner. Doshin with time and space near side, kept to the wall by Hembre. Cycles this to Tracy. His setup for DeBolt. He put one on a tee, but Fugue had all the answers. And the NYU Violets kill off the penalty. We're 6.5 minutes in to second period play. James Witherite, Jacob Snellenberg, our special second period guest today on this scheduled maintenance day for the de facto #1 netminder for the Blue Hens. And in addition to your time between the pipes, you've spent some time in the orange armbands yourself.
Yes, I have. Always interesting when I decide to put the stripes on versus wearing the blue and yellow.
I think the same can be said for yours truly. It's a lot of fun. It's rewarding. It's a great way I've found to give back to the game as this Bezekas shot is stopped by Roselle.
Yeah.
And you actually have had the honor of officiating at a high level. You've officiated junior hockey. And this past spring, you officiated at the Chipotle USA Hockey National Championships.
Yes, did have that honor. It was an absolutely amazing experience and learned so much, but also got to meet so many great people around the officiating and hockey community, to be honest, that are definitely lifelong friends for sure. You never know how small the circle is of hockey until you start reaching out to people, especially now being a collegiate goaltender, just kind of who you know and everything. The
circle just feels like it gets tighter and tighter and tighter over time.
Exactly. It's so big, but I've always found someone knows someone that you know within your circle always.
And you and I actually got to skate a game together back in August, and that was an absolute blast. I know it was for me. Hope it was for you, too.
Yes, of course it was. It was for me as well.
12:17 to go in the second period. Straubinger threw one in from long distance, but amid heavy net front traffic, the puck was blocked in the near corner. Guelph to Mahoney, back to Guelph. And Rodriguez is going to go for interference, it seems. Net front battle between Rodriguez and Gangwani, and Rodriguez crossed the line, says John Pauling. With 12:07 to go in the second period. He heads to the infraction chamber. Apologies to Nathan W. Pyle. And the Delaware Blue Hens head back to the Delaware Trash Can Cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 53 seconds in the second period. Rodriguez, 2 for interference at 7:53. Olesen under forechecking pressure from Diaz. Slowed up and trying to work out of his own zone. Diaz probably took 4 seconds right there off the Rodriguez penalty.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good when you have great penalty killers like we do on our team to be able to take those seconds off.
Meckel keeping Siovaris wide. This comes back to Stitch at the point across to Olesen. Stitch, top of the left circle. Meckel steps up to engage him. Donors working down low with Sidoriak. Olesen now to Sirjak near side. Rather, that was Svoboda getting the shot away, but it was steered wide in net front congestion. There another one comes in from Olesen. This is caught and held by Roselle for a pause and play just at the 9-minute mark of the second period of this 2-1 hockey game. Advantage Delaware. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Place your next catering order at 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. They're also open for takeaway lunch Monday through Saturday on Ridge Road in Claymont at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center. You'll be glad you stopped by. Have you had Sid's Barbecue yet, Snelly?
So I have. When COVID was still going on. We had our banquet.
You say
at
it
the
like
end of
it's
the year.
gone.
No. Yes, but when
That's a different story for a
when
different
everyone
day.
was in shutdown, let's put it that way.
Fair.
We had our banquet at a local park, and that was my first time having it, and it was definitely some of the better barbecue I've had in my life. So definitely would suggest it to anyone in the area.
It's absolutely terrific, and we're glad to have them on board here on the Delaware Hockey Network. I'm glad to have them presenting the 3 stars of the game every night here on the DHN. Halfway home at Fred Rust Arena, Delaware 2, New York 1. Successful kill on the Rodriguez interference minor. Loose chips the puck up the far side to Doshin. Odd man rush for the Hens, looking for a third. Luke Doshin with a shot from the right dot. Blocked away by Fugue. This comes back into neutral territory. Driven back well inside his line was Straubinger to try to start the momentum from right to left again. Doshin touch pass. Meckel's shot off the crossbar and in. It's 3-1 Delaware Blue Hens. Pat Meckel's got 3 on the weekend, and here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. It was a setup from Luke Doshin right over the line. A touch pass to Meckel. Jay Luce getting the secondary assist. This at the 10:25 mark of the second period. And the Hens get a little bit more breathing room. Move the puck. Generate time and space. Get clean looks at the net, and good things happen.
That is one confident player right now, because he does that in practice, and I know he was feeling a little snake bitten recently, but it's always good to see someone that works hard get on the score sheet, and definitely a great goal there going posting in. Excellent shot.
Couldn't ask for better any way you look at it. Oh, Delaware goal! His 3rd of the season. Scored by number 11, Patrick Meckel. Assisted by number 15, Luke Doshin. And number 24, Jay Luce. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 25 seconds in the second period. Meckel's 3rd from Doshin and Luce at 10:25. Another shot right off the draw, another stop by Fugue. Just over 9 minutes to go in second period play, as the Blue Hens start to assert with a little bit more confidence. Straubinger this time from the top of the left circle, denied by Fugue.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to give a shout out to the NYU goalies. I feel like they did play. The scores were not indicative yesterday of their play, and neither it was today. They both have been holding their own and playing well and keeping their team in the game.
Straubinger to the near corner, and Guelph. Back to Straubinger it comes. Svoboda emerges with the puck, but he cannot clear up the near side as Straubinger keeps the zone airtight. Snelly, to your point about how well a goalie is playing, rebound control is entirely a team effort. You as a goalie can only do so much. It takes support net front from your D-core to solidify that control of rebounds. As we see a delayed penalty here against Delaware, Guelph's going to go off, we believe, for a trip. Trip interference, you could go either way on that.
They're both 2 minutes.
Justin Guelph clearly not pleased as he goes off, and you said you saw that was ruled interference?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you get 2 referees in the broadcast box, folks. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Snelly.
Yeah, I have no clue. Could be one or the other. Definitely not in the middle.
Delaware penalty assessed to number 21. Justin Guelph, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes 38 seconds in the second period. Guelph 2 for interference at 11:38. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, a quarter over for the Blue Hens off the long clear. Adam Svoboda leaves the puck to Stitch. They're on together with Olesen, Suvaris, who was out of the lineup yesterday, and Orn, lone goal scorer today. And he had one of the assists on the Adam Svoboda goal for the Violets yesterday. 7.5 minutes to go, long shot from Stitch. Looked like it made it through and Roselle had to play it. This is cleared by Infanger up the near glass and recovered by Stitch deep in his own zone, but he blew a tire of his own volition reaching for the puck. In the dressing room, we have ways of atoning for that. I don't know if that's the case in the players' dressing rooms.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, does the bag of misery exist in players' dressing rooms as it does for us? Or
probably a little bit less. Kind of have to move on to your next shift, but definitely is still there.
You'll get a few chirps.
Yeah, exactly.
Gardeff, pressured by DeBolt. Leaves the puck off the near boards, played on by Alex Svoboda up to Bezekis near side. Bezekis driven into the glass by DeBolt upon gaining the Delaware zone. Karams the puck in low. It is recovered by Jay Luce. 10 seconds to go on the Guelph interference minor. Luce struggled for a few seconds to get the puck away. It's stripped from Gould in front of the NYU bench. Walked back in close by Cook. Cycled to Gardeff. Penalty is expired. Guelph is back on, and Diaz risks the puck clear back to center. Guelph takes it away from Hembre. Here comes Justin Guelph storming in. He shoots and scores! The Storm strikes. Justin Guelph makes it a 4-1 hockey game. The Delaware Blue Hens well on their way to keeping their point streak alive, hopefully at 6. This was all Justin Guelph from the red line. Diaz is going to get an assist on it, though, for his work to get the puck out into neutral ice. In any case, for Justin Guelph, he's got 6 on the year. And the Delaware lead just got a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, still a little unsure on that goal. The confusion on the NYU side, but obviously something was going through that defenseman's head. But all in all, Delaware ends up with a goal.
Did Hembre think that the puck was played by a high stick, maybe?
Yeah.
That's really all I can think of.
Hand pass or high stick, that's
because
the only
he just
ways.
Stopped right at center.
Yeah.
It was like the punting team surrounding the football almost. You don't see that except in the case of a potential hand pass or high stick, but there was no indication either way. So really, really hard to say, but Justin Guelph capitalizes, and here he comes again. 3-on-1. Centering pass, Rodriguez backhand was no good. 5 1/3 to go. And this sails back of Delaware's own volition into their own zone. Delaware goal! His 6th of the season. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 37, Cody Diaz. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 55 seconds in the second period. Guelph's 6th from Diaz at 13:55. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Because of all the action right in the heart of the period, we've gotten caught up a little bit in the ad read department. Got to thank the people who make the Delaware Hockey Network happen.
Of course, I know we're thankful for when you come and are able to do everything you do for us as well.
To think that we've been here together now for, 7 seasons and counting. It's hard to believe it's been that long, and no plans of changing that anytime soon.
Good. I'm hoping to be here for the 10-year anniversary.
Honestly, at this point, the only thing that'll take me away from this barn is the show.
You could probably go do it right now.
I appreciate it. High praise coming from you. Svoboda behind his own net, or behind the Delaware net, rather, stripped of the puck. It's played up the near side. Tracy lunging to try to get back on side as Doshin worked through neutral territory. Tracy ultimately does get skate contact with the line. Jack Fetcher says play on. Puck is launched in by Sidoriak off the end boards, thrown in near side by Donor from the corner, but into a congested slot. Doshin winds up. That's no shot. It's wide on its way toward Fugue, who covers for a pause with 199 seconds to go. In the second period, Delaware's got a 4-1 lead over NYU. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing, so how do you get your voice above the fray? Well, 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Yes, even Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us today at 412communications.com. Hembray's shot. Roselle with the blocker save, and he falls for the freeze. I haven't seen a whole lot of Roselle. None of us have. This is his second game as a Blue Hen. But one thing that's struck me well about what we've seen from him so far, his rebound control has been excellent.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely calm in there, and definitely someone that puts in the work every day at practice, and good to see him to get a net here before the semester's over.
Delaware wins the D-zone draw. Loose up the right side. Smith cross-ice pass to Michal Biben. Biben tried to shovel the puck in over the line, but played the puck inside the zone, says Pepe Armetta, in an offside situation. So this will come back with 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second period. Infanger and Svoboda over the line. Mismatch on the face-off dot. Goes the way one would expect. First line center for NYU. Adam Svoboda victorious over the dot and driving back into Delaware territory. This is shoveled by Smith. Back to center. Turned in by Orn from right in front of the scorer's box. Loose clears the zone. Hembray regains. Try to talk through a hiccup there.
Doesn't normally work.
No. One of the perils of the job, I guess. But I guess it's no match for standing in front of vulcanized rubber flying at you at 85 miles an hour, is it?
Yeah, I mean, everyone says I'm crazy for it, but the players are the one that wear the least amount of padding, and they still do it, so who's really the crazy one?
You got a point. You
Quote,
show up equipped.
Yeah, quote from Brizgala from Road to the Winter Classic.
Early tried to jam one in off the wraparound near corner, but Fugue sealed off the post. Good for save number 18. This is deflected into the netting and out of play. With 95 seconds to go in second period action from Fred Rust Arena, Delaware up 4-1 over NYU. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. We've hit the final 80 seconds of the second period. Delaware has done well to control the second period. They've outshot NYU 15-4. Looks a lot like the Delaware we saw yesterday, Jacob.
Yeah, for sure. I think NYU was also doing a better job in that first period of kind of just gaining the line and then shooting the puck, but it looks like we have a penalty here now. I'll let you take over here.
62 seconds to go in the second period. We'll see what we've got as John Martin is issued a reprieve for roughing. Carl Dubé power play time coming up for the Blue Hens with 62 seconds to go.
Yeah, that hit was definitely probably a little too high and held a little too long, so definitely warrants 2 minutes for roughing there.
Took the advantage away, and that's what we're looking at as far as penalty criteria is concerned. New York penalty assessed to number 21, John Martin. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 58 seconds in the second period. Martin, 2 for roughing at 18:58.
Yeah, it was definitely good to see them moving the puck there and everyone on the same page getting shots through with eyes. Looks like we're having a little conversation. Maybe the guy was a little too close to the crease there between the goalie and ref. I know I'm always talking to the refs, trying to get them on our side, so but it looks like we're having a face-off now.
Svoboda and Guelph took the draw. Indeed, that was the case. 43 seconds to go in the second period. Hens looking to get one for the thumb before they head to the dressing room. Good movement around the perimeter. Donor to Guelph, stepping up. His shot was blocked from the top of the right circle. Guelph chases down his own rebound. Puck taken away by Olesen and worked clear by Gardeff. Final 20. Sorry?
Should get one more rush here.
Here comes Donor leading said rush. That man pass in the neutral zone to Guelph. He shovels the puck in behind the goal off his backhand. Mahoney tried to race it down, but Joshua Stitch came pinching the other way to recover for the Violets. Donor protects the zone. 3, 2, 1. Second period concludes. The shot was wide and late off the stick of Rodriguez, and that will do it for the first 40. The score through 2 periods: Delaware Blue Hens 4, NYU Violets 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network. 40 minutes in the books. And the Delaware Blue Hens, with shades of what we saw from them yesterday, really asserted in the second period. In terms of face-offs, they were 18-6 over NYU. In terms of shots, they were 17-4 over NYU as they put two more on the board. Meckel went bar down 10:25 out of the second period. And here Justin Guelph with a steal from Theo Hembre, who was caught flat-footed in neutral ice. Looked like he thought the puck was played illegally by a teammate, and that opened the door for Justin Guelph to get his sixth of the season and give the Blue Hens their fourth of the game. .58 seconds left on the Carl Dubé power play for the Blue Hens to start period number 3. As the management, Tony Armetta, prepares to drop the puck between Brian Cook and Chance DeBolt. DeBolt, Tracy, Doshin, Sidoriak, Gould on to start this Carl Dubé power plays second half effectively. Off we go in the third period. 52 seconds left on the man advantage for the Blue Hens, moving left to right here in the third in their home whites, blue helmets, blue pants, blue numbers. NYU in pit orchestra black, moving right to left here in third period action. Doshin at the base of the NYU bench leaves the puck to Gould at the point, across the line to Sidoriak. He throws the puck in from distance. This is gloved by Fugue for a pause in play. Face-off comes to the right of Ryan Fugue. From just above the New Jersey-New York line on Route 17 in the town of Suffern. He came into this game 1-0-1 on the year with an .864 save percentage and a 5.01 goals against average. Hens have gotten 4 on him so far tonight. 10 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Blue Hens. Sidoriak to Tawny Tracy. He steps up with a shot at the top of the right circle. It was waffle boarded down and away by Fugue, and Alex Svoboda was in position to control the rebound after Delaware won those net front battles all day long yesterday. Violets back to full strength. Doshin shouldered into the neutral zone by Gardeff after getting the puck away from the point, pops back up. Tracy tries to throw it across ice to Will Gould far side, but that pass was intercepted in the high slot by Gardeff and worked back deep into the Delaware end. 90 seconds gone in third period play. Will Gould emerges out of his own end. Here's a 2-on-3. He flips the puck to Rodriguez, who lazily enters the slot. That pass was intercepted. Holding the right point is Eric Mark. He throws this off the backboards into the path of Rodriguez. He and Guelph switch positions. Mahoney tries to post up net front, but he's boxed out by Adam Svoboda on the welcome mat. Centering pass from Straubinger came toward Rodriguez, but sailed right past him and all the way back into the Delaware end, where Mark recovers. Mark starts this up to Guelph, beating 3 defenders. Here's a 3-on-2. Drop past Tanner Mahoney. Mahoney through the slot. He shoots and scores! And Tanner Mahoney smoked Fugue like a bad cigar to make this one 5-1 Delaware. And here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Guelph up the right wing boards, drop pass to Mahoney. He's got 6 on the year now. And the Blue Hens continue to peck away at the New York University Violets. Here's Guelph again, crashing the net. Rebound chance, Rodriguez denied this time. Seven in a row for Delaware against New York coming into tonight, and I don't want to speak too soon, but things look optimistic for 8. Face off to Fugues right. Held in by Donor at the left point. This comes across to Sidoriak. Worked through traffic, but it bounces to the far corner. Gardef not quite able to clear. A Delaware goal. His 6th of the season. Scored by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Assisted by number 21, Justin Guelph. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 14 seconds in the third period. Mahoney's 6th from Guelph at 2:14. Hens flying high, 4-2-1 in their last 7 games. 4-0-1 in their last 5 games in front of a home crowd. Their next 4 will be against Stony Brook. But if facts and figures are any indication, as this shot from Martin is stick down and frozen by Roselle. The Stony Brook team of now and the Stony Brook team of yesteryear aren't much the same. So after the Thanksgiving break, the Blue Hens will head up to the rinks just outside the city for a weekend set the first weekend of December, and then 6 weeks later we'll host the Seawolves for a pair here to kick off the 2024 portion of the season. The next stoppage, we'll take a look at the entire upcoming Blue Hens schedule, both here on the Delaware Hockey Network and for the Delaware Men's Division I team, as they'll hit the halfway point of their season in, about 15 and a half minutes worth of hockey. Siovaris has checked off the puck in the far corner. Loose, lumbers up the left wing boards back into NYU territory. Drop pass, Meckel, he scores! It's 6-1. Pat Meckel's got his second of the night. And ladies and gentlemen, with apologies to Mike Lang, Elvis has just left the building. .447 into the third period. Meckel's in for 2. Luce gets his second assist. And it's a 5-goal advantage for the Blue Hens. Oh, Delaware goal! His 4th of the season, 2nd of the game, scored by number 11, Patrick Meckel. Assisted by number 24, Jay Luce. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 47 seconds of the third period. Meckel's fourth, second of the game from loose at 4:47. Rodriguez looking for the convert. Couldn't jam the puck in the near corner past Fugue. Guelph to Donor. High in the zone. He reaches to just protect the right point. Rodriguez works with it again. One-timer from Guelph at the bottom of the left circle. Was blocked away in traffic. Sidoriak winds up. He gets one through. Fugue with the glove save, but he can't control the puck after the rebound. Donor again to Guelph. Rodriguez one-timer from the mid-slot. No. Follow-ups in from Guelph. The Storm strikes again, and Delaware's got the convert. My goodness gracious. The Blue Hens en fuego. Guelph this time with the rebound put back. And it's a 7-1 hockey game. Hush falls over the crowd. We go from goal horn to absolute silence before the puck goes down, and feels like I should be describing the break of the ice, the conditions of the green. I don't know. I digress. Anyway, Guelph's in for his second of the game. And the Blue Hens just keep pouring it on. Three goals in under 7 minutes have put this one entirely out of New York's reach. Oh, Delaware goal! His 7th of the season and 2nd of the game. Scored by number 21, Justin the Storm Guelph. Assisted by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. And number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 38 seconds of the third period. Guelph's 7th, 2nd of the game from Rodriguez and Mahoney at 6:38. And the Delaware Blue Hens just keep driving in loose beyond Tracy. Chases down the puck in the far corner. He stands his ground as expected as Orn pursues him. Stitch to Bezekis the other way. Pass up the middle, broken up by Luke Doshin in neutral territory. Doshin checked into the near glass by Gardef, who tries to walk forward up the near his side. Pepe Armeda says plays good on the entry. Gould emerges from the pack with the vulcanized rubber. It is tipped by Roselle to Mark, far side. He backhands it across from blue line to blue line before Orn recovers. This is stretched ahead to Bezekis, but he's into a 1-on-3 off the long feed from Stitch. Bezekis steered to the far corner by Mark. Digging the puck free was Solove. Played on behind the cage, recovered by Straubinger for Delaware. Inside 11 minutes to go. Score stands at 7-1, carbon copy of what we saw yesterday. Hens took a little while to find their momentum, but once they did, man, watch out. Olesen breaks free of forechecking pressure from DeBolt. He's sticked at by Early on his way into the Delaware zone, angled to the far corner by Mark. His options were limited from there, so he caroms the puck behind the net. Diaz takes a high hit near side. After getting rid of the puck, he and Martin exchange a few erstwhile shoves. This puck is rolled back up ice by Jackson Olesen in behind the Delaware goal. Icing waved off. Strawbinger under 2-ply forechecking pressure finds Mark. Advanced to Early out of the zone. Tip forward the chance to Bolt, who pinches past the New York defender. Net front feed, Diaz denied on the welcome mat by Fugue. Back comes Cody Diaz. His shot this time from the high slot goes over the glass and out of play with 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go. In regulation, Delaware up 7-1 over the New York University Violets. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. As mentioned, we owe you a look at the rest of the Blue Hens schedule for the season, and we also owe you a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule. We'll work those in during the next few stoppages after the best laid plans of technical directors went awry earlier in the third period. Another Roselle save. He's up now to 14 of 15 in the save department. He's been an absolutely solid backstop for the Blue Hens tonight. Winding up was Hembre, but he rang one off the post. Cook, centering pass. Guelph couldn't bat it away. Cook holds it in, coming up to the high slot to do so. Working nearly to the point area. He protects the zone, but he gives the puck away to Sidoriak. He flips this masterfully through the rafters. It went untouched by the iron, so play continues on. Failed breakout the other way, turned back to the blue line by Donor, shoveled forward by Smith. It comes back towards Sidoriak. There's no icing as he clears. That enables Delaware to get some fresh legs on as we come to the final 8 minutes of the contest. Olesen foiled in his breakout attempt. This is directed over the glass and out of play. Second half of Delaware's men's Division I schedule. In 2 weeks, they travel to Stony Brook. Then they host the Seawolves January 12-13. They host Rhode Island January 19 through 20. The Pitt Panthers come to town January 26 and 27. February, only one home game. It will be the senior night game on February 9th as Delaware takes on Drexel. We'll also have the entire Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League tournament on the Delaware Hockey Network for you at the end of February. As always, get here if you can. If not, when the Blue Hens are on home ice, we've got you covered here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. 7.5 minutes to go from Fred Rust Arena. Hens with a handy 7-1 lead over NYU. Puck frozen in the glove of Ryan Fugue with 7:19 remaining. Face-off will come to his right after save number 29. In comes Tracy across from Solove. Puck out of play, out of the NYU zone. Solove wins this meeting with Tracy. Gangwani advances the puck to Martin. He takes a Tracy check at center before dumping the puck in. Mark plays it out the opposite side to Meckel, looking for the hat trick. The cross-ice pass to Doshin will be nullified, offside. Some jawing after the play between Tracy and Martin, and the management's got to get in the way there. Looking at the upcoming DHN broadcast schedule, Friday, December 1st, Salesianum and Bishop Shanahan square off in high school action from Fred Rust Arena, followed by Delaware's men's Division II team hosting Millersville. The Delaware men's Division II team then host the Hawks of St. Joseph's on Saturday, part of a Blue Hens twin bill, also featuring Delaware's AAU team hosting Quinnipiac. And then on Friday, December 8th, Salesianum and Bishop Shanahan again, followed by the Division II Blue Hens hosting their arch rivals from over the Delaware River, the Profs of Rowan University. All here at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com and on the 412 all season long. 6:17 to go. Roselle with a save and a pause in play. Face-off will be spotted to his right after he recorded save number 15 of the night. DeBolt in for the draw. Shot goes over the glass and out. Gardeff protects the zone. Sidoriak recovers the puck. He caroms it beyond the reach of Donor. Diaz under forechecking heat gave the puck away to Bezekas. DeBolt plays the body near corner. Puck is tied up. Bezekas tries to dig it free. Cook at the center of that battle as well. DeBolt works it ahead to Cody Diaz. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Hens. Diaz and now DeBolt as early crashes the net. Chance DeBolt with a shot from the right dot was turned aside by Fugue. Diaz double teamed in the far corner after fielding the rebound, gives the puck away. Sidoriak tries to keep it in center point, but is outmanned by Stelios Bezekas. Bezekas turning, shooting from an awkward angle, directs the puck behind the net. Alex Svoboda recovers it there. Cycled now to Gardeff. Gardeff turning, shooting from the left dot. Another stop by Roselle gives us a pause in play with 5:15 to go in regulation, and Delaware up 7-1. And after a brief equipment adjustment from Roselle, play continues to his right. RM Khachaturian's saber dance echoing through the hallowed halls of Fred Rust Arena. Again, if you know, you know. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the 2023 portion of the home regular season for the Blue Hens men's Division I team, and they, without a doubt from here, will cross that 500 threshold. Guelph looking for another, denied by the waffle board of Fugue. So a 6-game home point streak will propel the Blue Hens to 7-6-1 at the halfway point of the season. The next 4 will be against Stony Brook, who so far in ESCHL play have been languishing at the bottom of the standings. A definite change from what we're used to seeing out of Chris Garofalo's Seawolves. as we enter the final 3:45 here. They split with Niagara. They gave up a pair of one-goal games to Rhode Island. Swept at Liberty. A pair of wins over Syracuse. Yesterday, Pitt beat Stony Brook 4-1. So admittedly, the Seawolves' schedule to this point fairly tough, all things considered, to be completely fair of the matter, but in seasons past, I think it's fair to say Stony Brook would not be on the losing end of those games, at least not to the degree to which they've been. So the Blue Hens trying to exact revenge on the team that knocked them out of the ESCHL postseason last year. We'll have 4 chances to do that after the Thanksgiving break. 2 in December, 2 in January. As the Hens embark on the second half of their season, where they also will face the likes of Pitt and Niagara. In their quest to crack the ACHA rankings. 2:20 to go. Delaware with a 7-1 lead over NYU. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Zach Chiarlo is our videographer this evening. Great work by him and the entire crew behind the scenes, which also includes the stat man Eli Swope, our production assistant, Josie Billett, Sydney Butler, Evie Hill, Trey Wright, Curtis MacDonald, Rod Allams, Alicia Cheney, everybody who makes the Delaware Hockey Network possible. And of course, thanks to all of you tuning in coast to coast from wherever you may be. That shot from Donor was sticked aside by Ryan Fugue as we enter the final 100 seconds of the contest. Sidoriak's back to his own goal line. As we work toward the final minute of play for 2023 at Fred Rust Arena. Donor, D-to-D pass Sidoriak, up the middle, Luke Doshin. He splits the wickets, lost his shot lane, centering pass. Early tries to drive one home, but he can't. He was canceled out by Adam Svoboda on the doorstep. This is cleared by Bezekas. We've entered the final minute of the third period. Gould shovels the puck back in. This is a throw-in, so it will not be counted as a shot on goal. Fugue covers, and the face-off will come to his left with 53 seconds to go in Delaware's 7th win of the season, which propels them to 7-6-1 on the year. New York drops to that 500 plateau, now 5-5-2 once this game is all said and done after a strong start of the season. And the Blue Hens will have won their last 8 games against the Violets in a win streak dating to 2021. The last time New York beat Delaware, it was a 1-goal game at Chelsea Piers on a Saturday night in February 2020 when the world looked nothing like it does now. 16 seconds to go. Luce's shot was right into the pads of Fugue. This is cleared. Guelph and Solove exchanging a few words and then some. Puck was cleared. John Doe's going to send a few guys off, it appears. Definitely Guelph. And Solove too. These officially at 19:51 in the third period. Face-off's going to be at center. So we're 4-on-4 for the conclusion. And that, friends, will do it from Fred Rust Arena. The final score, Delaware Blue Hens 7, New York University Violets 1. Final shots on goal, New York 17, Delaware 41. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 Stars of the Game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's third star with 2 goals for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 11, Patrick Meckel. Today's second star with a goal and 2 assists for Delaware, number 36, Tanner Mahoney. And the number 1 star with 2 goals and an assist for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 21, Justin Guelph. So that will do it for us on the Delaware Hockey Network this evening as the Blue Hens improve to 7-6-1 on the season, cracking the 500 plateau while sending New York to an even 500 at this point on the season as well. So halfway through the Delaware Blue Hens 2023-24 campaign, they're now 7-6-1. Following a pair of 7-1 victories over the New York University Violets. 2 goals from Guelph, 2 goals from Meckel. Yesterday it was 2 from Tanner Mahoney and 2 from Meckel, propelling the Hens to victory. And tonight it was Tyler Roselle with 16 saves between the pipes for Delaware, improving to 2-0-0 on the season. And improving in the goals against average department to round about 2.25. Once again, for the entire crew, for Zach Chiarlo, for Joe and everybody behind the scenes, James Witherite thanking you for your company. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We look forward to seeing you back on the Delaware Hockey Network next month with Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division 2 and AAU action, along with high school hockey from Salesianum and Avon The Delaware Men's Division 1 Blue Hens will be back on home ice on January 12th when they host Stony Brook for a weekend set. Good night to you all. We'll see you again after the Thanksgiving holiday. Good night.